Right, good evening. We have really lucked out with the weather so far. Let's fingers crossed it stays like this for the next 4 days. So welcome to this week's video. We're up at Narborough Fisheries this week. We've got 4 days up here. We're out here doing some trout fishing, doing some carp fishing. So hopefully we're going to be catching. So without further ado, let's get on with the video.
You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You're like a piece of heaven in a hurricane, and it's bubbling over like sweet champagne. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain.
Right, morning. So we're down by Foresters Lake this morning, so just opposite where the van is. We're going to be doing a bit of mixed fishing today, so just set Ethan up with a method rig with some boilies there. I've just been throwing a load of floaters in just over here, and there's tons and tons on the surface, so hopefully we'll have a go with a fly a little bit later. But I'm just going to set up this one here with a method feeder and get that one on the bottom, and then the other rod there I'll probably set up with a float as well with some floaters. But the idea today is to get a carp on the fly. Hopefully that will happen.
All day long, right or wrong, you question everything. Why the grass is green, can I stay up late? Why do the bluebirds sing? Sometimes you cry your big blue eyes for no discernible reason. Your point of view, it comes and goes like the changing of the season.
There you go, I'll leave you and Dad tilt towards me slightly for a good picture. You get this sometimes. Get the thingy spin up.
Right, so there we are. Nice little common, not as big as the other one. This is another one that Ethan's got. Ethan's had this one, but he's too frightened to speak to the camera. But absolutely brilliant little fish. That's on the Smuggler Max. We'll get that one back in the water. There we are. He's a little bit smaller. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to rest that there, okay? Well, yeah, I wasn't expecting that one. Look at that. A little chub. I literally just dropped that in the water, and it took pretty much straight away. Well, the sun's out for a bit now. Hopefully get them back up on the surface and get the old fly rod out again. So not a bad morning here at Narborough. So we started off fishing on the surface when the sun was out, and literally first cast, first fish, Ethan had that beautiful 7-pounder common there on the surface on a floater, and then the clouds come over and they all dropped down onto the bottom, so we went over to the method feeders and didn't do too bad. Had a real mixture of fish from some commons, some crucian type hybrid things I think, and a couple of chub as well. So really nice morning. Just gonna have some lunch now, so we're just cooking up some hot cheese and beef rolls in the Omnia oven, and then we're gonna head over to the other lake over there and see what we can find with the flies. Well, there's a lot of scud on the surface. It don't look too great to be fishing here today, but we'll give it a bash anyway. Weather's turned a little bit for the worse, a little bit of a drizzle, but we'll have a bash anyway. So I'm gonna have a bash using a sinking line with a booby about 2 foot up from the tip of the sinking line. So we're just gonna fish in the lee of the wind with the wind behind our backs. But there is a lot of weed on the surface, so it's gonna be case of just trying to find a nice clear spot, I think. Well, there's a lot swimming around on the surface, but nothing is massively interested. They're having a little snout. I just swapped over from the booby onto a hawthorn, but nothing as yet. I'm just using the sinking line and letting that drop completely down onto the bottom, and then just giving it a little tweak, but they are not interested. Right then, just come over to Willow Lake. We gave up on that other one over there. There's so much weed on it, but then looking at this lake, it don't look too much better anyway. But we've got to Just do a few hours on here, really, just catch and release. Don't they so well? It's not a bad fish, actually. Well, that's a nice looking rainbow. Beautiful, beautiful fish. I'm going to get him back because he's full of beans, he is. So a little stocky. I just had a restock yesterday, I believe. There we are, number 2. Beautiful fish. I struggle getting hold of him, get him back straight away. Right then, last cast, because I'm getting hungry. And then we'll head back down here, I think. Just at dusk, I think, because we come out here last night and there was loads and loads on the surface. So there's a big old hatch happening. So we'll try a little bit later. Right, morning, bit of a wet night last night. Got the rest of the family up here today. So Jan's just set up in front of us here with a couple of rods. We're method fishing today and we'll probably hit the trout lakes a little bit later on. But today the plan is, the weather is a little bit sort of off and on today. So the plan is really just spending some time down here with the boys, just doing a little bit of carp fishing. We had a couple of chub already, so it's looking good for the day. Get on video of it literally going off. Alright, so we're method feeder fishing today. So basically what you got is this tiny little inline feeder. This is a safety one, this is, so it's actually rigged elastic all the way through the feeder here. So if you do get foul hooked or if a fish does go underneath something, you've got a little bit of leeway on that and that will snap if need be. And then on the business end of the hook there, you've got the little hair rig, and that literally, that little plastic sheath fits into that baiting needle, and then you literally just gently just push through your hook bait. So we'll use a little nut boilies there, take that out, and then that sits like so. And then we've just got some PVA bags with those little boilies in that just sits over the hook. Feeder's full of ground bait, and that goes out. Well, it's not the best weather today at all. It's off and on. It's not too cold anyway. Here we go. Alright, what we got here? Keeping his head down. It's gone a bit quiet. And then I just lost probably about a 2-pound roach. Oh, it's a nice little common. Nice common. Well, not the biggest fish, but still an absolute beautiful, beautiful common. Well, a few of those today. So this is number, what are we today? Number 4 or number 3, I think. Cracking, beautiful, beautiful chub. That was on the river. That would be an absolute beautiful fish to catch, that would. Yeah, lovely old fish. Right, time for a bit of this now. We've just managed to get the carp up on the surface just down there. So we're going to be, or I am going to be having a go with one of these little tiny hedgehogs. You can see those just there, and just have a bash just on the opposite side of these reeds. God knows whether we get anything, but let's have a look. Lovely. That's what we want. He's off. This is a beast. Yeah.
Are you recording on your phone?
No. The phone's on.
I've got it.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen, was it?
No, not at all.
Yeah, hold that. Oh no.
There we are. He's a bit battered, But what an absolute smashing fish. On the fly. Spool dropped out, but it wasn't too bad at all, huh? But what a cracking little ghosty. Brilliant fish. Well chuffed with that. Absolutely brilliant. That held up absolutely fantastic. Shame the spool dropped out of it halfway through, and had to ask for assistance from old Gazza there to help us out. But yeah, so that was on the guideline stoked. That's on a 7-weight. That was on a little hedgehog fly. Well impressed. Right, I'm going to pack all of this up now. Our indoors has just gone out to get the Chinese for the night, so that's fishing done for the day now. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Well, finally one on the fly. There we are, first one of the day on the fly. Nice little common. Absolutely brilliant on that 7-weight rod. So that's on a hedgehog fly, that is. But yeah, lovely a little fish on the fly as well. Oh, there we go, lovely little chub. You can see the little hedgehog it was caught on. But yeah, took a bit of time to get another one, but at least we got another fish. Well, now the dog's gone, she won't be needing these, and I can't resist another little session on the fly for some of those carp that are down here. Go on, that's it, go on. Yes, yes, there we are, lovely old job. He's shot off, he has. Not showing his head yet, is he?
No. It's a bet that's a mirror.
I think it's a common. I think it's a common.
That faint carp on a fly rod though.
Beautiful, isn't it? Almost got an eyes on.
Yeah, almost. Yes! There we go. Absolute beautiful mirror. So that was on the fly. Well impressed with that. That took me about half an hour to get him in. My arm's absolutely knackered. But look at that for an absolute cracking fish on the fly.
By the way, you did this on the table.
Thank you very much. No comment. Better get him back. Got dinner on the table. Right, morning. Bonjour tout le monde. So back down on Willow early, so we're about, what are we now, 7 o'clock. Are you in already? Lovely old job. We don't do too well here yesterday. Had a couple of takes, couple of nips, but absolutely nothing. Gary's just put one fly out and literally had a fish first cast there, so it's looking a little bit better this morning. So today we're just going to concentrate on fly fishing for trout today. Weather's not forecast to be great, so same as this, we just thought we'd just come down early while it's dry and get a few flies in the water. There we are, fish first cast. Oh, he's off. He's off. That's it. Yeah. Fish on. There we are. Lovely old job. There we go, lovely old job, lovely little rainbow. Who doesn't like a booby? Beautiful. So we'll take this one, I think. Probably have about 3 fish as we're going home tomorrow. We can get these home and get these smoked tomorrow. But yeah, good bit of sport anyway. That one took it just as I was then pulling it up. I just had a coughing fit. I was then about to pull it up and she was there. Lovely. There we are, that one's a bit better. That was on a black Montana, that was on a quick retrieve on a sinking line. Beautiful fish. Right, this will do for the last retrieve of the day. It's looking a bit grey over there at Will's mum's today. But it's been a cracking day out here today. I've lost count of how many fish we've had here today. Predominantly off the bottom on a quick retrieve. And I want to get back and try and get a few things packed away before that rain comes in. I'm supposed to be heading home tomorrow, but we shall see. I don't fancy packing a tent away in the rain, so if I can do it now, I'll do it now, and if I can grab this line, it'll be even better. Right, before we head off, Tim's just going to take us around the stock ponds, and we're just going to take a look at the fish that they bring up to stick into the ponds and the lakes here.
Red. Yeah.
It's been an absolute fantastic 4 days fishing here at Narborough. We've had some great fish on the fly. Catching those carp were absolute brilliant. Really enjoyed it. And we've had some really nice trout as well. So whether you're a specimen hunter or whether you're a fly fisher, or even if you just want to take the kids out for a little fish, Narborough's an absolute fantastic place. And just remember, it's not just a day ticket. You can come and stop here in your motorhome or your caravan. I'll stick a link to Narborough in the description below there. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button just below there. And as always, a couple of videos for you to take a look at. And we'll see you next time on the next one.